We've got a large dataset question here. So table 1 shows the number of usual residents in the age range 0 to 4 in 15 local authorities in 2 different years. Okay, we've got them in these columns. And then we're also told the increase in the number over those 10 years, and then the percentage increase. Then figure 2 and 3 compare all of these as bar charts. So we can see, for example, Manchester has by far the greatest increase and percentage increase, and Salford is then second. Some actually go down. The education committees in these local authorities need to plan for the provision of schools for pupils in their districts. And you can, that is one nice thing about the large data set. You can see why, like, taking a census is just so useful because, it allows you to plan ahead and, you're hoping that actually, they are doing this, local authorities, but they have the information to be able to. Um, so, okay, they want to plan for the provision of schools. Explain why in this context the increase is more important than the actual numbers. And it's because the increase is going to tell us about the number of new pupils or um, or the extra pupils. Whereas if you have like a lot of people, say in Manchester, well, if it doesn't go up, actually you don't need new schools. It's more about is the increase is the vital thing. So I said the extra, and I think I'm just gonna show the mark scheme at the very end of this question. There's other things you can say, yeah, about the extra pupils that need to be catered for. So in which of the following local authorities um, uh, was, was there likely to have been the greatest need for extra teaching in the years following, sorry, extra teachers in the years following 2011? So we're going to need extra teachers if we have more pupils. So we've got Bolton, we've got Sefton, we've got Tameside, and Wigan. And I'm going to focus more on the increase than the percentage increase because they're the actual numbers. If you have like a population of 10 people in um, the percentage increase could be really big if it goes up to 20, but that doesn't mean you need a whole, another like loads more teachers or anything. So it kind of the increase is what we want to look at. Now we see that Tameside has gone up a little bit. Actually, Sefton's gone down, so I don't think we need more teachers there. Bolton's gone up. Um, Now the one that's just about gone up the most is Wigan. Okay, so when I did this question, I felt like saying actually all of them apart from Sefton. But the mark scheme was looking for Wigan. So Wigan has the largest increase. So the greatest need. Part 3, state an assumption about the populations needed to make your answer in part 2 valid. I found this one a little bit tricky, but a good answer is, okay, although we've got this number in 2011, you've got to then assume that they're going to still be living in Wigan or wherever in the following years. They're not going to necessarily move away. So assume that they stay in the local authority, whichever ones we're talking about, or assume people stay in the same local authority. And finally, we're told in 2 of the 15 local authorities, the proportion of young families is greater than in the other 13 local authorities. Suggest only using the data which 2 local authorities these are the most likely to be. And we can see so remember it's about the proportion. You can see there's a large increase for Manchester. So that one is going to be one of them. We're looking for the biggest increase in 0 to 4-year-olds. That is going to imply a larger number of young families. So the other one is then like the second biggest, which is going to be Salford. So Manchester and Salford, because these have the largest increases. 0 to 4-year-olds. Okay, let's just take a little look at the mark scheme related to all these questions. So part A, where the actual number of extra pupils determines the number of places needed. That's along the lines of what I said. For part B, looking for Wigan, increase in numbers the greatest there. Did allow Wigan and Bolton. Ignore mention of percentage increase. So yeah, Bolton is very close to Wigan. Oh wait, it's the increase. So I didn't really like this question. It's like so close that surely, it has a say as well. And even Tameside is okay. It's only 100 or so off. So yeah, I wasn't a fan of that question if I'm honest. For part three, okay, there's lots of things you could say. So stay in the local authority. Populations continue to grow at the same rates. Populations all growing at the same rates. Increases consistently. Um, Same. Okay, there's a few other things you can say. And the last one, Manchester and Salford, highest increase or percentage increase. Could also have said Manchester and Liverpool, the two highest in 2011. So yeah, Liverpool has the second. Wait, the second highest population, but we were talking about the proportion of young families. So I'm not quite sure about that. So I would stick, I think, with Manchester and Salford, but there are some other things you can say as well.